This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
It's Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, this illustrious Groundhog Day of 2023, where virtually every prognosticator said, more winter, bring it on.
Everybody but Wiarton Willie.
Wiarton Willie.
Wiarton Willie did not see his shadow and therefore is predicting 6 weeks till spring, which is the same as
6 more weeks of winter.
6 more weeks of winter.
Good exercise, everybody. We do this every year.
Well, as I pointed out this morning, to back you up, Mark, and I hate to burst people's bubbles, but Lakehead University here in Ontario recently did a study. They studied how many times the groundhog has been right, how many times it's been wrong, the likelihood, accuracy, yada, yada, yada. They took a whole bunch of things into play. They went as far south as Georgia. Like, they found groundhogs everywhere.
Right.
And studied them all and their predictions and found that, yeah, it's about as accurate as flipping a coin.
Sure. Yeah, it is. Flip a coin. But we buy it.
So now you have the study and research behind you.
Here's what I don't know.
Yes.
The very first time somebody said, I got an idea. Let's determine whether there'll be an early spring or not by dragging a groundhog out of a hole and we'll pretend, right? Like, when did somebody say, oh, this'll catch on? And it did.
It's funny how it's caught on. Does it surprise me that we do it? Not at all, because there have been things through history
you're right.
that you look back and you think, what would ever possess anyone to do that, to eat that, to consume that, to do that to themselves, to do that to, like, it blows my mind what we as humans have done and will believe. And
a famous saying that said, I'd like to thank the man who first ate an oyster. Was that what the famous thing is? Because to look at it, you'd think, I would accept they're like, oh, they're delicious. But somebody had to try it first.
Somebody had to do it first.
To see. Same thing. Like, thank heavens whoever first ate a potato, pulled that thing out of the ground and said, I'm going to eat that. Thanks for doing that.
Yes. In some ways, it's wonderful.
Figured out this whole Groundhog Day. I don't know.
And then there's other things where we've had to let go. We've had to move away from. I would say, like, a lot of medications and medicines. I would say more the health industry is what I'm thinking with, like
arsenic.
Yeah, things have changed and evolved, and we've realized that maybe that doesn't work so well. But a groundhog's kind of fun. It's the middle of winter, and you said this morning about it's almost too tongue in cheek. You kind of this time of year, it's nice to have that though, like just a lighthearted, goofy. Let's let go of all rhyme or reason, and just enjoy the ride for a day.
I'm not goofy or a let go kind of person.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. You're right. But this really annoys you today.
With our deep technological sense we have now, how have we not given this up? Like, we've moved beyond the let's ask the groundhog.
It's fun because the kids enjoy it.
Okay, that I'll buy.
The kids love it.
Listen to me.
Like, the schools today would be all over it. They will
Groundhog Day?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
They'd be talking about it. So
I'm playing along. Don't be such a naysayer. I think
it's one of those things we have to.
I cost us listeners this morning. Then.
No, you didn't. No, if anybody cost us listeners, it was me. Wow. Groundhog Day, I think that and you coming back, I think the two. I was so excited yesterday you were back. And Groundhog Day today. That was not a good birthday.
It's okay.
This morning.
It's good. It's retro night tonight. Get your tickets. We want to see you down at the CAA Arena. Belleville Senators taking on the Rochester Americans. It's a battle of 1812 all over again. We're going to host it. CAA Arena tonight, puck drop at 7. Bring along socks for a donation for 20K Sock Day. We're going to have that in a booth prior to the game. And come on by and say hi. We're going to have some games in the intermissions and watch a hockey game tonight.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great. Charity and I are going to be there, waving to the crowd from the booth.
What booth?
Our
seats or the sock booth?
Are we in like one of the boxes? Don't we have a box up above people?
Yeah. Are we
wave to them like royalty? We'll wave to you. Hey, Mark and Charity, knock it off.
There's been rumors we might be down on the ice. I would wave from the ice.
Let's go down on the ice. That'll be fun.
Like during intermission, not during the game.
Yeah. No, not during. Yeah. Now in net for the
door
Belleville
flies
Senators.
Open and we go stomping out.
Number 1, Charity Brown. I thought she looked so much bigger on the radio.
She's not really what I imagined.
She doesn't have those cat-like reflexes that she. But now Mark, of course, with the pickleball, he could.
Now it is retro night. Are you dressing retro?
No, my wife's coming with me, so there is a certain amount of tomfoolery that will not take place.
I'm a little disappointed.
There's the radio, Mark, and then there's the husband.
No, I don't think there is.
No, there is. You'll be shocked.
I expect a show tonight.
You're going to leave incredibly disappointed.
Mark to be handed a microphone. And ta-da! He comes alive. And Emily and I will just do jazz hands and dance around.
I think Emily should be the one with the mic. She's done that stuff before for the team anyway, right?
In all honesty, I thought she would be tonight.
That's right.
I thought you and I, if you were going, could just sit back and enjoy the game.
Maybe I will.
Because Emily's done this before. She has the experience. She knows what's going on. She can do it. And not to slack off. But I'm quite happy.
Maybe the two of you down there to quote unquote pretty it up. You don't need to drag out the 60-year-old man on the ice. Hi, everybody.
Like I said, though, you're the show.
Like, somebody get me.
If anybody's going to break out in song and dance, it's going to be Mark.
Somebody get me a chair. It's time to play a game.
Well, and you were saying last time we tried to play, was it? Well, no, it wasn't us who tried to play it.
No, it wasn't.
But
it was the last game I was
at. Was played during intermission.
Yeah.
And they got the number of chairs wrong.
Yeah, they had as many chairs for players, and they didn't realize it till the music stopped. Nobody sat down. Like, somebody's going to get fired here. Somebody is not.
So it was a long intermission.
Now what do we do? So you could remove a chair, you could get another contestant, but either way, you got to do one or the other. All right, let's try it again. Maybe see what happens. Anyway, good times.
Tonight will be fun.
It'll be fun. So Thursday night's PA day for a lot of kids tomorrow.
My kids are home tomorrow.
Every kid?
PA day.
No?
Yep.
Right.
I'm going to have to double check Hastings, Prince Edward, but I believe it is tomorrow is a PA day.
Ah, man, it's the day after Groundhog Day. Who's doing anything tomorrow?
Yeah, you know what? The stage just throws everybody else off.
On the show today, though, Jody and Holly were on the show from Downtown DocFest.
Mm-hmm. It is back for its 12th year this year, which is amazing in itself. But the two ladies were telling us about how you can get involved, how you can enjoy this year's DocFest, and how you can get tickets. DocFest, the 12th annual. I'm sorry, right there, I was surprised to see that it's been 12 years that this festival has been running here in Belleville.
Yeah, it's really great. We're so happy with our longevity. It's really, because the last 2 years were so challenging with COVID, but very, very happy that we went virtual for those 2 years. It kept the festival going, really brought in some amazing films, and we picked up a lot of new viewers all across Ontario. So happy about having made that decision.
Well, and now it's like everything. It's kind of pivoted to continue that, correctly? Because some of these films will be shown virtually again this year.
Exactly. Yeah, we're doing the hybrid festival this year, so we're really excited. We're going back to our in-person live weekend, the format that we used to have, but then we're going to continue and have a full week of our virtual festival. As Holly said, we picked up so many audience members from across Ontario, and we'd really love to continue to share films with them. So it's a great way to do that, to keep this both formats now.
And it's kind of funny because I would have said 12 years ago that documentaries, I can take them or leave them. I find them to be an interesting piece of getting information, but as an entertainment, I might not have chosen it. Then streaming services come out, and suddenly, right?
Yeah.
Now you can consume them. It's like, now I can't get enough of them.
I almost prefer documentaries a lot of the time.
So I guess my point is 12 years ago, did you understand that need and try and fill it before we realized we even wanted them?
Oh, I would love to take credit for that. Yeah. I think I've always loved documentaries as a filmmaker, but it's such a great way to dive into a topic.
Yeah.
And just get that in-depth look that, you don't really get in a 60-second news blurb, when you're watching TV, and now we don't even watch TV like that anymore, right? So, yeah, I mean, there's just a huge appetite for it, and I'm excited to see it
Well, and different from movies in the sense that these are true stories. These are actual, real stories.
Yes. And we have one film that really talks about that and really delves into that. It's called Subject, and it's an amazing film. And you just sort of see, really looking at the impact on people's lives and the changes being somebody who's in a documentary film, what that can mean. So that's a very interesting topic for sure.
Mm-hmm. Jody and Holly joined us this morning. DocFest is coming up, sponsored by 95.5 Hits FM at our brother station, Cool 100, as well as inquinty.ca. Got to start getting tickets and getting involved. What should people be doing in February to get ready for it?
Well, our early bird tickets are still on sale, and people can buy passes at downtown DocFest.ca. We've just got an incredible lineup of films, and early bird passes are still on sale. We're just on the line where we're making that call of whether to cut them off at the end of this week. So, really, if people are sitting on the fence about getting a pass, they should jump on now and pick up an early bird while those last. And it's 3 days of amazing in-person films at the Empire Theatre, at the Belleville Theatre Guild, and at the John M. Parrott Art Gallery. So we're going to have a busy in-person weekend, and excited to return to our gala with a music documentary followed by a concert. So a really great lineup this year.
And what does that lineup consist of?
So,
our Friday night opening at the Empire Theatre features OK, the ASB band film, and it's an incredible Canadian film by filmmaker Mark Bone about a young band, brand new, getting together to make their first album. And all of the members of this band are on the autism spectrum. So we really get to dive into their lives, see what it's like building an album for the very first time. And then, of course, this band has gone on to play at big events like the Toronto CNE, and they've played at Massey Hall. So we're just so excited, and this gala is sponsored by Brad House and Andrew Bandler at the BMO Nesbitt Burns. And following the film screening, the band is going to play live.
Wow.
So that's going to be such a special experience for those audience members. We're so thrilled.
That's incredible.
How many titles are coming that weekend?
We've got over 50 films again this year. Most of them will be playing in person as well as online. We've got sort of art-based films that are going to be playing at the John M. Parrott Gallery, films like Gabor, The Art of Making It. We've got Marcel Marceau, a documentary called The Art of Silence, and then all kinds of social justice and
terrific music documentaries. We have Buffy St. Marie playing at the Empire Theatre on Saturday night, and that's been sponsored by the First Nations Technical Institute. Yeah. They've sponsored films in the past, and they're a great partner with us. And on Sunday, our finale film is Icebreaker, the 72 Summit series, and that just is a credible film about such a defining moment in Canadian hockey and Canadian culture. So we're very excited to be bringing that film, some spectacular ones, really, and some amazing filmmakers are coming to the festival. We've got award-winning Stacey Tannenbaum, and also, just some incredible local films as well. So very, very pleased with the lineup this year.
Have the two of you seen all of these documentaries?
Yes, we have.
Really?
We've probably seen at least 200.
I was going to say, at what point do you say, no, shut that one off, that's not coming, no.
So we love documentaries.
Two things. Take us back 12 years ago. Compared to what you're bringing this year, how much do you think, in quality and in size, do you think that this has grown?
Well, as we've grown, we've really developed wonderful relationships with filmmakers and with film distributors. And so that is a tremendous advantage in being able to bring the best of documentary film to Belleville. And then, as I say, to have the interest of the filmmakers and to be able to bring award-winning filmmakers, Emmy Award winners, to Belleville and to have them on filmmaker panels is just such an amazing add-on in the festival. And that has really, over the 12 years, that has really grown as people have word of mouth, certainly has helped us with people bringing filmmakers to Belleville that we know our audience loves to talk with and have a chance to ask them about questions about making their film and about the subject that they've tackled. So, yeah.
With the experience of the last 12 years, and as you just said, all the documentaries you've watched, not just the ones that are coming this weekend or at the beginning of March, is there something you look for specifically? Is there anything that, or do you just watch it and get that reaction and think, yeah, this would be really good to have?
We're always looking for really great variety because we want to have something for everyone. And we're looking for some films that really are going to resonate with our community. That's very important to us. And we want it to be fun as well. So we want to have a nice balance of films that are important films that we think look into subjects that we feel are important to be sharing with the community. But also we want to have films that are just fun and interesting and that the community is going to enjoy and they're going to start conversations. So a real range.
It's so interesting, and it would be such a tough job to watch all of these films and narrow it down
but
to.
It's kind of fun, too.
Yeah. It would be. It would be incredibly
Narrowing
fun.
it down. It's not tough to watch the films.
Yeah.
Picking the films.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
Downtown DocFest. Google it. Get on their website to take advantage of some better pricing early on if you want to get in on that. And before we let you go, I think you've touched on it a couple of times, but I want to highlight it. The impact that the growth of this festival has had on local documentary filmmakers, from those who have already been doing it and growing to those who have said, you know what, now I'm interested in doing it. Can you possibly put that into words?
Well, yeah, I mean, it has been a bit of a launch pad. Certainly we've partnered with Loyalist College and their film and television department, and for those students, this is the first time that their work gets to be screened, and it is, such an important way to be screened, and our reputation has grown within the filmmaking community. And then, of course, the local area has just such incredible talent, like Tess Gerard, whose films, have played at Hot Docs and other film festivals around Canada, Victor Cooper, Sean Scally, Brock Kirby. These are all incredible local filmmakers, and it's just so wonderful to have a platform right here at home to share their work and share it with the community.
It's very rewarding to see as well some of those students who are, say, loyalist and early on in our film festival, they had their film shown, and it's tremendously encouraging for them. It's something that means a lot to the DocFest committee. And then to see their career develop is really, really gratifying. And that's a piece, certainly, of why we do this.
The 12th Annual DocFest 2023 Film Festival returning March 3rd, kicking off with the opening gala. For people who want to get tickets and more information, ladies, where can they go?
Get them.
So downtowndocfest.ca. They'll see, that's our website, and the passes, you'll see right there. Just click on that, and it's a straightforward, easy process to purchase your ticket online.
Okay, we appreciate it. Have yourself a great time this year, and hopefully everything sells out and you have a great time.
Hope you'll be able to come out and join us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's true. The first time I heard about DocFest and people like, you can go watch it, I thought, well, it's pretentious kind of, I don't know, documentaries on things I wouldn't be interested in because I didn't know documentaries.
You made a good point. Documentaries weren't what they are now.
Yeah.
12 years ago.
And I thought of this throughout the day yesterday. So thank you for bringing it up and reminding me because I forget all these things. I think in my head I was thinking journalism, right? I'm thinking journalism.
Okay.
But what I missed is a good documentary is storytelling. Mm-hmm. So that's different. It's not necessarily, I'm going to inform you, but you are. You're going to get a great story and you're going to learn something. That's a good documentary.
But I think 12 years ago, it might have been more journalism than it is now, the storytelling. And I think that's why we've all been drawn into it, because quite often I will choose a documentary on whatever streaming service I'm on.
Exactly, like I said, yeah.
Over a series or even a movie. It'd be like, oh, if it's a topic that really grabs me, I'm going to watch that and find out more about that person or that situation.
Because it's more gripping that way.
It's interesting. It's true. They're true stories. And it's just, and Holly or Jody, I'm not sure which one, said in the interview, but how there's a documentary this year even about making a documentary, what it's like to be part of a documentary.
Yeah.
Which I would find very fascinating. Yeah, because it's not just creating this film, but what's it like to actually be in it, the behind the scenes stuff, what goes into it.
Thanks to all of the ones on streaming services, we've just gotten locked in on them.
Oh my gosh.
It's a great, great art form, learning form, and storytelling forum. And you're going to see a few dozen of the best that there are to offer right here in your own backyard. It's a Downtown DocFest. Get your tickets for that for the first weekend in March and enjoy that. Tomorrow, what's going on tomorrow? We have our dad joke tomorrow. It's going to be
What are we going to be giving
cold.
away with Galaxy of Games?
We're giving away tickets again for the Belleville Senators.
But not retro night.
No, you can have our ticket stubs for tonight's.
Because I was worried about that. When I saw this week's pricing, I thought, oh, okay, we're giving tickets away to retro night. But then what are we going to do Friday?
Because there's a game Saturday night. It will be Indigenous Communities Night on Saturday.
Oh.
2 tickets to see Rochester again, which is going on tomorrow night. So that's going to be Saturday night. This is Friday's winning sheet I'm looking at.
Okay.
So they're going to play Thursday and Saturday.
Nice. So we got Galaxy of Games coming up. Hoping to touch base with Jeff Morehouse tomorrow, because coming up this weekend, one good thing about this cold weather, it's going to be awesome for outdoor rinks. It will put an extra little seal on that ice in Battawa for the annual Pond Hockey Classic, which goes on this weekend. So hopefully we can connect with Jeff and talk about that tomorrow morning.
Minus 33 with wind chill tomorrow afternoon is optimal ice making temperature. And so get all the woolies out before you get out there.
There's a risk of
frostbite.
frostbite
On Saturday. Holy smokes.
And it doesn't take long.
Not at all. So warming centers, if you need to get the word out, that's going to be going on. And lots more tomorrow when you wake up with Mark and Charity Mornings on 95.5.